With midterms in full swing right now, many students across the university are experiencing stress and pressure to do well on their exams. But for international students who come to the University of Windsor, stress and pressure seem to be a normal occurrence.
International students are in a more delicate situation than local students. Everybody can have mental health problems. That's not just one particular group, right? Everybody. But how you deal with mental health? If you're a local student, you have a network of support, right? You have family, you have friends, you have people from high school, people that you can turn to and talk to. The international students have lost all that back home. And on top of that, they're dealing with a completely new culture. They don't understand the rules and regulations very well, so they're not very good at handling things or navigating the social supports offered outside of those family networks.
Chacon also says mental health may be triggered, and for someone who comes across the world to a different culture, that trigger may be set off, and he says that's the case that he deals with quite often.
Yeah, I feel stressed sometimes, yeah.
What do you feel stressed about?
Yeah, stressed about the study and, the far distance from family and everything, so...
Yeah, you kind of it's like a little bit of anxiety or whatever, so, yeah.
The only stress would be the weather.
Obviously, it's really very hard, but one can tackle over it. Means we are over here for future education and for our well-being, so we can manage it.
The International Student Center also has 2 nurses that come every week to talk to students. They try to give the students health tips and navigate health services within the campus, as well as interacting with the students by leading activities and sitting down one-on-one.
Today we asked, so how's everybody? And they said yes, they were feeling stressed because it is midterm season. You can't do anything really about that. We would just say ways, maybe deep breaths, take it easy, go for a walk, go for a run, because it does, and it helps with stress, right? Happy hormones, right? And nutrition-wise, we teach about that.
The nurses also held an event this past week called Pause Room for students to come and pet the dogs and help them relax and relieve some stress.
I used to play with pets at my back home also, so it really, just make me remind of my back home days.
And I actually love petting them. In fact, the way back home where I stay here, I have a cat at my home, so I just play with her. So it's very good.
One university student who is currently studying abroad in France speaks out about her type of stress caused from moving across the world.
Well, some of the classes, because I am taking some politics classes in French, it is a little overwhelming because of the language. If you're not a native speaker to most languages, though, when you hear someone talking really, really fast, and then you have to write down what they're saying, but before you finish writing down, they're saying something else, so you don't even know what's going on, really. So sometimes it's a little difficult, but then making friends in the class helps a lot.
The most common type of mental illness within international students is depression, but 80% of the time, it's the roommate that will come forward to tell someone their friend has some type of mental illness. For the 30.ca, I'm Nicole Van Rijbees.